Good morning. So how do you get clear on who you are, what you're here for, what now, and what next, and how? These are the questions, aren't they, that run through your mind if you know that you are here on a sacred mission, if you have any decisions to make. And what can happen is that all of those questions end up hijacking your forward momentum, end up hijacking the reason that you're here, end up hijacking what your soul intended, which was for you to live in abundance and grace and ease. So how do you tap into that? I'm going to share with you a little bit how, and that we have just 24 hours left to join me for a sort of mini day workshop live in North Brisbane. The launch price is just for another 24 hours of $44. I'm going to share with you a little bit about what this crystalline clarity is all about. Because I bet that you have experienced crystalline clarity. You know those moments when you may be in the shower, maybe you're driving, and just at that moment when you've surrendered everything, all of the how-tos, all of the deciding, you get a divine download, you get real clarity about something. And you're like, wow, where did that come from? I used to call it a light bulb moment. So what if you could create those light bulb moments? What if you could become more receptive to those light bulb moments and not just have the light bulb moment, but be able to follow through on the light bulb moment? Because here's what happens. You receive a download, you get some divine inspiration, and then what happens? Your mind kicks into gear going, how am I going to work that out? How am I going to do this? What's my next step? And you go back into mental processing about how to do that. Crystalline clarity is about getting out of your mind. It is not about deciding. It is not about working it out. It is not about trying to figure out the right strategy. It's different to that. It's a whole new way of operating. It is attuning yourself to be the receiver of your soul self, of those light bulb moments, and allowing that to come in, and then allowing the how-tos to come in as well. Not just then suddenly contracting around that and going, all right, I've got the what, but now the how. It is no. How can you consistently attune yourself to the receiver so that each step is received and allowed by you? You don't have to reach for it, grasp it, work it out, or even decide. You will receive it. And how do you know? There is an expansion. Growth and creation is an expansive process. So if you feel expansion around something coming in, that is for you. That is your next step of growth. And it may not be comfortable. Those steps that soul is asking you to do may not be comfortable. Your growth isn't always comfortable. But when you take that probably uncomfortable first step, what happens in my experience, and I've built a very successful community and business based on this premise, is that the collaborative components, which is grace and ease, come in as you commit to that next level growth, that how to. Yeah. And the beauty of that is you get to relax the mind. Who knows that feeling when you're in the mind and it's a very front of mind feeling of effort and stress and contraction and working it out? You know that feeling? How is this going to work? Is this going to be the right thing? What's going to happen? What if? What if that all went? What if you could relax back and surrender to those light bulb moments, to those downloads, and just follow? Even if it feels a little chewy, if we can let go of the outcomes, let go of the rightness, and trust that if there is expansion, then this is what is for you in this moment. And when you commit to that, grace will come in and support you in that. That is a bit of a leap of faith, I know, which is why we need to surround ourselves in our lives with an environment of those that have been on this journey and are living this, so that we can build the faith more quickly than trying to do it on your own and going, what if, right? That is crystalline clarity, a whole new operating system. And let me tell you, it can be challenging to come out of the operating system of the mind that we are well grooved and well trained to be using, with all its structures and regimes and shoulds and planning and goals, and to truly align to the receiver, to receiving the crystalline clarity in all of its sort of mystery, but to receive that divine emergence one step at a time and to be able to enact that out with complete faith. It is almost a 180 to take steps towards the unknown with just that one step clearly revealed to you. That's how crystalline clarity works. It works in divine emergence. It doesn't show the whole picture. It is asking you to surrender to soul. But in that, there are so many blessings, so much joy, so much juice, so much ease, more abundance that you could have even dreamed up. Because here's the thing, your mind and your ideas and your decisions can only be based on what you already know, on what you've already experienced, or what your mind already understands. Therefore, there is not growth or expansion in that, because it's what you already know. If you are here on a sacred mission, which if you are in my circle watching this, you are, then you are here to embrace that uncomfortable growth edge. That is what you are here for. And your mind can't take you there. It has information, but it is referencing what it knows. And your growth, your sacred mission, your leadership, your fulfillment is not there. It is on the edge. It is on the edge of growth. So you have to be able to tune into this place of infinite potential to receive quantum solutions and possibilities outside of the mind. And so you need to be able to tap into that place consistently, when there's a lot of other conflicting information and mind stuff and fear going on in the world, and shoulds and comparisons. It is strengthening your capacity to tune in to those light bulb moments and have the faith and courage and support to follow that through. That is how we change our experience. That is how you change your reality. That is how we change the world. Not by what we already know and the shoulds and getting it right, but opening into the unknown, opening into the quantum solutions consistently, courageously, side by side, hand to hand, heart to heart, and allow ourselves to truly receive. And to do that, to have that crystalline clarity, we need to be working on some transparency here, right? In our physical, emotional, mental self, so that we can feel, see, hear clearly that crystalline clarity, because it's always there. It hasn't gone anywhere. You are an enlightened being. So it hasn't gone anywhere. You are learning and need to learn how to become transparent to that, how to receive that clearly and consistently. And that requires some sloughing off, some unbinding, some releasing of layers, so that you can really attune to that. And it is, even a lot of people on the spiritual path struggle, because I've found this, and sometimes it's particularly people on the spiritual path, struggle with really embodying their light. And if we can't truly embody our light, if we can't find the transparency in our physical body, mind, and motion to our transcendent nature, then we can't create change in this realm, and we get frustrated. And this is often the missing piece. The missing piece for a lot of people on the spiritual path is the embodiment. This is heaven on earth. It's the embodiment. It is not escaping to the transcendental realm. It is drawing that in. It is creating this vessel to be transparent to the transcendent, so that crystalline clarity can come in and you can enact that out. And that takes some cleaning up, right? So crystalline clarity, North Brisbane, at beautiful Soul Space venue on the 4th of October, I'm going to be sharing some of my foundational tools for crystalline clarity to get you tapped into the receiver, so that you can receive that clear vision Start to feel the courage, the support that is there for you to enact it out so that you can sustain your light in a challenging arena that we are in right now. This work has never been more powerful, never been more potent, never been more available, and never been more needed than right in this moment. And right on the cusp of spring, it is to help you take that next step. So if you know that you are handbraking yourself around indecision, or you know that you are letting your environment sway you and you get clear and then you kind of lose it, or it's those fears and doubts holding you back once you get clear, or the how-tos, you really need this. It is time. We need together to come together and create momentum moving forward. You are brilliant. So many of you here are brilliant. You are all brilliant. You have a sacred mission. Your soul is alight and alive. And yet we keep hijacking ourselves through unable to get clear. It is a very manipulative way that the mind loves to keep us right here, right now. Yeah, the ego small, by getting caught up in confusion and I don't know. It's time to get out of that. We need you. We need your light to shine clearly. We need your crystalline clarity, and we need you moving forward so your soul can shine. So join me. If you have to take a day off, take a day off. A mental health day. You need this if you are one of those women that I just mentioned and you're getting caught up in this indecision, perfectionism, doubt, letting your energy, obstacles get in the way. Crystalline Clarity. Come and join us in Circle, Soul Space, North Brisbane, 4th of October. We're going to put the link on here below. And I'm not sure if the link's come on already. I've got my assistant helping me out here today. So if it's not down here, we'll pop it straight on as I come off. Crystalline Clarity. Today is the last day of the $44 launch price. Tomorrow it's going to go up to $77. So if you want to come and join us, jump onto this link now. I'm just trying to see if it's here. I can't see if it is. I'm not sure if I can put a comment on here while I'm on my phone today. So we'll pop that on as soon as possible so that you can jump on, my lovelies. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you're in Australia, we have the Queen's commemorative holiday. So blessings to you, blessings to her soul, and I hope to see you at Crystalline Clarity North Brisbane. Let's do this. Let's get clear. Let's get happening. Let's get moving. Lots of love to you.